Hi, I'm Kathy, and welcome to my channel. Have you ever confidently used an English word in French thinking it might mean the same thing, only to realize, oops, it doesn't? Well, English and French share many similar words, like absolument means absolutely. Some words look or sound familiar but have completely different meanings. They're called false friends in the world of language learning. I asked my French tutor on the Preply app, and I'll leave a link to that app in the description, to help me brainstorm a list of common false friends errors made in French by English speakers. So in this video, I'm sharing what we came up with. We'll cover 6 false friends that have tripped me up over and over, and a 7th common pronunciation error that I've made quite a bit until I really learned it. So you can learn these things and avoid the same mistakes, and most importantly, progress toward being a more fluid French speaker. If you're new here, welcome. I talk about thriving as a woman over 50, and I cover a range of subjects, including living with purpose, such as learning a new language, French in this case, giving back, putting your best foot forward in beauty and fashion, health and fitness, travel, and more. And if that sounds good to you, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you join me. And I also want to welcome the many new subscribers who helped my channel to grow. Now, before we get into the words, let me just say learning a language after 60 has been both an adventure and a joy, but it's not without some discouragement and frustration, even embarrassment. My mantra is little by little. Just say to yourself, I can do this. Even if you just set an alarm for 15 minutes a day and watch a video in French or read an article, do a grammar exercise even, or review some notes from a class you took. Every single one of these micro activities will move you forward on your language learning journey. The more you expose yourself to the language, the more it will stick. So let's dive into the 6 words that look the same but aren't, and a 7th one where pronunciation makes all the difference. Number 1. Actuellement does not mean actually. You might think actuellement means actually. It sounds like it, but actually it means currently. You might get a funny look if you say something like actuellement, il est mort. That means currently he's dead. Not very logical. Here is a logical example. Je vis actuellement aux États-Unis. I currently live in the United States. If you want to convey actually in French, use en fait. En fait, je suis américaine. Actually, I'm American. Moving on to number 2. Assister does not mean to assist or to help. I can't tell you how many times I've made this mistake before it finally sunk in. Assister means to attend, like an event. J'assiste à une conférence demain. I'm attending a conference tomorrow. To say assist in the English sense, use aider. Je vais t'aider avec ça. I will help you with that. Aider sounds a lot like the English verb to aid, or it looks like it anyway, which can help you to remember it. So to review, assister means to attend, aider means to assist or to help. Number 3 is really a continuation of number 2. Attendre does not mean to attend. It means to wait. J'attends ma mère. I'm waiting for my mother. Our 4th false friend, demander, does not mean to demand. For me, anyway, this is hard on my English-speaking ears. No one wants to be too demanding, so this was a hard one for me to get. But in French, demander means simply to ask. Je vais demander de l'aide. I'm going to ask for help. If you really want to demand something, use exiger. J'exige une réponse. I demand an answer. Just remember, demander is simply to ask. It is not a demand. There is a little exception when you don't use demander. If you want to ask a question, use poser une question. Je veux poser une question. I want to ask a question. We're on to lucky number 5. Retourner does not equal to return. French has 2 words for return, and they mean different things. Retourner means to go back to a place. Je retourne au supermarché. I'm going back to the supermarket. Revenir means to come back to where the subject came from or is right now. Il revient chez lui samedi. He's coming back home on Saturday. So remember, retourner means to go back, while revenir means to come back. Get that right and you'll sound a lot more natural in French. Now let's move on to our 6th common mistake. Visiter in French does not always equal to visit in English. If you're visiting a place, you can say, je visite Paris, for example. I'm visiting Paris. But if you're visiting a person, you would say, je rends visite à mon ami. I'm visiting my friend. Literally, this means I am giving a visit to my friend. Our seventh common error is the word possible, but watch the pronunciation. The word possible means and is spelled the same thing in French as it is in English, but the pronunciation is a dead giveaway. If you do it wrong, you sound like a French beginner, according to a French professor that I had in France. The French say possible, not possible or possible. Il est possible de l'acheter ici. It is possible to buy it here. So there you have it. 7 little tips to help you sound more natural in French. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. Have you ever made one of these mistakes, or do you have a funny language mix-up story? I'd love to hear it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more inspiration on thriving gracefully. See you next time.